So, a 22-year catch-22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office, and some frames and fixes really do go Steve right to the top. Evergreen Toxic Crown Corporation, Saks Coburn Goffer, Windsor SS. Their High Royal Blue Crime, New Year's Day Fine, September Blue Murder, certainly not mine. That one in front has got 24 on it. Again, a very good film, Split, where the lad has 24 split personalities, and the 24th personality is the Beast, and the Beast is taller. That one's got 17 on it. Prince Harry look-alike, again his High Royal Blue Crime, New Year's Day Fine, September Blue Murder, certainly not mine. No Red Car, Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West. No Black Wizard here in a Volvo estate, and that is the word that came off the Royal Sandringham estate, Killenfields, loud and clear. Prince Harry's birthday present pie, Rich Boys Loft pie, Human Hunting pie. Very much like the film The Final Girl, Rich Boys Hunting Young Girls for blood sport. Castles, Manor Houses, UK's Devil Island, Country Estates. Prince of Darkness, E.T. Hybrid Host, Red Dragons. So their High Royal Blue Crime, Case 39, Dr. Sleep. Jack the Ripper Crime, certainly not mine. That is a good film, Dr. Sleep, but no Here's Johnny Here. One Big Black Axe, Hatchet Job, Saw Trap in Dis Norfolk, UK. You certainly can see Burst the Mill, Pages and Co, Discalton Road Assassins, Dis Woodyard, Parish Fields, Not So Healthy Centre. Simon Bailey Don't Cry, and his blonde host Plainclothes Lover, Not True Detective. There's Camilla the Omen Nanny there. She's just out and about to get some more monster lies, bogus diagnosis. All to cover up Prince Harry's Royal Spare Behind, New Year's Day Fine, September Blue Murder, certainly not mine. And there is the classic film, The Limping Man. The Limping Man was an assassin. His walking stick was a gun. There was a gentleman just walked by with a proper walking stick. Evergreen Toxic Crown Corporation, Saks Coburn Goffer, Windsor SS, so they will pay to make you disappear. So no Rolf Harris, Sandringham serial killer here. Black Wizard Terrorist, this shooter. No double-decker bus stop. Martin Clunes Manhunt, where there was a double-decker bus stop, serial killer. 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses forged in hell. They want everyone to believe are true, but never the case 39 on all accounts. All to cover up high crimes, Blue Murder. Prince of Darkness, E.T. Hybrid Host, Red Dragons, so they will box you up, lock you up, throw away the key. But no Black Panther, serial killer here, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. In their precision engineered black box, serial killer, framed, fixed assassination. Sealed with 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses, not even Harry Houdini could escape from. But no Red Car, Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West. Again, you can see Simon Bailey Don't Cry, and his blonde host Plainclothes Lover, Not True Detective for details. All covering up Prince Harry's Royal Spare Behind, New Year's Day Fine, September Blue Murder, certainly not mine. And I did get a visit from her and her partner, sent to inform me for exposing their big monster con Monster Bluff, all their Porky Pie serial killer lies. Dr. Death SS, Silver Bullet Whom Kitson, bogus diagnosis that they have put me on the number 10 terrorist watch list. Though no Sandringham serial killer, Black Wizard, terrorist, shooter here. No Blitz Limey, MPGP cop, ex-wife killer, all in the bag. No Breaking Bad, gun runner, drug dealer, woman beater, hoax bomb sender, dis post office. No serial fire starter here. No underage rape, pregnancy, murder and burial, another big monster lie in dis Norfolk, UK. No sex and donations, no Oxfam sex scandal here, Kisumu, Kenya, Africa. Big black cornerstone that came out of Kenya, Africa. 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses are built on. A foundation of monster lies and bogus diagnoses. I can hear a plane, don't know if I'll come into view. But sometimes innocent men, that's over there. Sometimes innocent men do have to run, fly, go, disappear, follow your golden compass, again, before you do get boxed up, locked up, or done in. Again, the old classic film, The Limping Man was an assassin. His walking stick was a gun, they certainly will pay to make you disappear, all to cover up high crimes. Royal Blue Murder, certainly not mine. See Simon Bailey Don't Cry, his blonde host, plain clothes lover, not true detective for details. Exposing the truth will make you an enemy of the crown, enemy of the state. They will want you boxed up, locked up, or done in. Disappeared one way or another. They certainly will bury you alive down the longest, deepest, darkest, blackest hole where all the monsters are, but no monster here. Only one big monster con, Monster Bluff, Monster Gaff, epic fail. No dis lawnmower man here. As always, there's a crack and watch. Crime series, The True Detectives, Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson. All in the bag. And you could have seen Marge Jezebel, Cruella de Vil, Lizzie the Lizard, now depart. Evergreen Toxic Crown Corporation, Saks Coburn Gopher, Windsor SS. So, everyone nicely using and setting me up. Framing and fixing me, using me as the spare and the fall guy, the scapegoat. Simon Bailey Don't Cry, his blonde host plain clothes lover, not true detective. So I have the truth, they have the big monster lie, 2 parallel stories, one is true and one is a big monster lie. They want everyone to believe it's true, but never the case 39 on all accounts. Discullin Road Assassins. And that one's got 21 on it. Again, Prince of Darkness, ET Hybrid Host, Red Dragons. No Beast of Punjab, Bradford, serial killer here. No Black Panther, serial killer here. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. And there's a good crime drama suspect. There was a lad, number 21, was very special to him. So his dad drove a number 21 bus who was falsely set up as a paedophile. His dad then committed suicide and blew himself up. And monster lies did cost me my coach driving job, nearly got me killed on 3 occasions. So him and his brother, who was a plumber, they took revenge on everyone who had played a part in their dad's demise. But there's no body parts or explosives in the Dismason Council, White Lodge, Rackham's bathroom. Adam Scolden, Peacock Plumbing. So, plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes, castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates, No sombre, autonomy of a crime. No woolly hat, serial killer here. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. So, sometimes you do have to smash a big black box, serial killer frame, fix assassination. No purple guy, serial killer here. No Wayne Cousins here. That one's got 55 on it. Did do some videos on 55 Victoria Road yesterday, where I did run a hostel for homeless young men, my Christian calling at the time. But 55 Victoria Road was never 25 Cromwell Street. No bodies bricked into the walls, under the floors or buried in the garden. I certainly wasn't running a Charles Manson cult. Fancy Dis Post Office, DC3, Hope Church now, all full of mad monster lies and bogus diagnoses. And that was a classic. I did get a visit from Jonathan Burr, Harris & Co, DC3, Hope Church now, calling me Fred West Sutcliffe. Again, falsely claiming I was running a Charles Manson cult. Really don't think so. Like Pink says, when you're surrounded by big weak gnolls, snobs, dickheads, hags, liars and evil clowns, I'll certainly disappear before they come for me. And often it's the case, people want to serve you up and then they end up being served up instead. And the big stone they try and roll over you rolls back over them also instead. Because that was their friend Andrew, Jonathan Burr, George Harris & Co, DC3, Hope Church now, that was their friend Andrew, who had murdered his flatmate and buried him under the floorboards. So quite an ironic twist in that one. And you certainly can see Brian Numbnuts Goodman. He was one of the homeless lads I took in, but the real Judas in the camp. He wanted to be kingpin, centre stage, #1 player, #1 assassin in my assassination. Posting all over social media, in the big Dis Facebook groups, not only claiming I am the big Black Panther, Sandringham serial killer, but no Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B. Sandringham serial killer, Black Wizard terrorist, this shooter, really don't think so. And claiming he, and only he can prove it, no one else can, only Brian Numbnuts Goodman can, according to him. Another big liar, pants on fire, 4 elaborate close Dis, no Black Panther, serial killer here. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. Also claiming the Polish would kill me. He did have 3 Polish lads staying with him at the time, so the big black cornerstone that came out of Africa, Kisumu, Kenya. But no sex and donations, no Oxfam sex scandal here. And again, if those monster lies had been true, which they certainly were not, I would have served at least 18 months for a 3-year prison sentence, according to Dis SS Police. Inspector Numbnuts Bunnan, Mr. Fixer, liar, pants on fire. Lambert and Glister, Batman and Robin. No one's got go on it. And that was a Mondeo, Steve Wright Ipswich. Riding round in a blue Mondeo, 22 miles from Dis. He may have been involved in the Ringland murders here in Norwich also, 22 miles from Dis. But no Sutcliffe, Steve Wright, Sandringham serial killer here. And Brian Numbnuts Goodman also claiming the Polish would kill me. He did have 3 Polish lads staying with him at the time. Over 700 Polish in Dis, over 1,200 Eastern Europeans. So they swallowed that big monster lie. I was a Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, Sandringham serial killer, responsible for the death of a 17-year-old Eastern European gal. Then you certainly would be brain bred dead. They would avenge her blood. But fortunately, I do know a lot of the Eastern Europeans in this. I was working with some at the time, Daniel and Co, who did ask me about it, so I was able to put them in the picture. And no ghosts haunting me. High Royal Blue Crime, New Year's Day Fine, September Blue Murder, certainly not mine. No Purple Guy serial killer here, no host for the beast here. Red Car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West. No Black Panther serial killer here. And The Mothman, that's a very good film based on actual events. The Storm is Coming, Many Will Disappear. And Brian Numbnuts Goodman, for Elaborate Close, also thinks he's the best poker player in this, but along with everyone else, they do not have a royal flush. They've got Sip, 0, Silch, nil, a whole lot of nothing. 4 jokers, 1 big monster con, monster bluff. They want everyone to believe it's true, but never the case 39 on all accounts. So 1 big war in this. We're all in range of war. Still a lot of talk about Russia, NATO, Ukraine war, nuclear exchange. There is a good scene with Harrison Ford where he gets into a fridge in a nuclear test site and gets blown out of the nuclear test site in the big lead fridge. So we can all take a very big hit on a day just like today. And Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B. Roy Whiten was beaten and stabbed up in prison recently, who did abduct a booze. Young girl Sarah Payne murdered her. And Christian B, also back in the news, concerned the Madeleine McCann case that's been going on for over 20 years. But no Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, Sandringham serial killer, Black Wizard, terrorist, issue, I really don't think so. I say, can't see Simon Bailey Don't Cry and his blonde toast plain clothes lover. Not true detective for details. So as King Charles there, Count Dracula, Camilla the Omen Nanny, just out and about to get some more monster lies, bogus diagnosis. All to cover up there, High Royal Blue Crime, New Year's Day Fine, September Blue Murder. Certainly not mine, no Beast of Punjab, Bradford, serial killer here. So sometimes innocent men do have to run, fly go, disappear, folly golden cumbers. And the closest I got to Henry, portrait of a serial killer as a Hoover. And the closest I got to cereal is Kellogg's Cornflakes. 1 big monster con, monster bluff, and they certainly will pay to make you disappear. All to cover up high crimes, Royal Blue Murder, and certainly not mine. That one's got wife on it. As always, you can see my ex-wife, Shay Fraternal, Farian Burston, Big Police Council. Doctor Whom collaboration, Inspector Numbnuts Bunnan, Mr. Fix-It, Liar Liar, Pants on Fire, no longer with us. But no Black Panther, serial killer here, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham, really don't think so. So, like Pink says, when you're surrounded by bigwig know-alls, snobs, dickheads, hags, liars and evil clowns, I'll certainly disappear before they come for me. And all to cover up Prince Harry's royal spare behind, New Year's Day Fine, September Blue Murder, certainly not mine. And there is 1 big assassin in this, riding round in a black Ford Focus. Can see Paul and Sarah, this waterfront inn, everyone's drunk from that poison chalice. So, plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes, and certainly not mine. And there is a red Volvo just pulled in over there. Clive Harwood, the night crawler, stalker, serial rapist, motor mechanic from Stowmarket, 15 miles from Diss, riding round Ipswich, Norwich, Cambridgeshire, unchecked for over 28 years, abducting women and young girls, riding around in a red Volvo estate. Steve Wright, Ipswich, 5 girls murdered, 22 miles from Diss. Again in Ipswich, may have been involved in the Ringland murders here in Norwich also, 22 miles from Diss, but no. Sutcliffe, Steve Wright, Clive Harwood, Wayne Kissons, Brady Huntley, Fred West. Red Car, Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, no Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B. Sandringham, serial killer, Black Wizard terrorist, issue, and there's the Skoda there. So, police surrounded my frame, fixed Skoda at Hitcham, all to cover up Prince Harry's royal spare behind. New Year's Day find, September blue murder, certainly not mine. No nut in a Hitcham beach hut, North Norfolk coast. Sandringham stock and strangler, serial killer here, really don't think so. So, again, big splash of pink, like Pink says, when you're surrounded by bigwig knowles, knobs, dickheads, hags, liars and evil clowns, they'll certainly disappear before they come for me. And here's a very good watch, the ABC Murders, Agatha Christie, where there is a murder in a beach hut, but the man who was set up as the stock and strangler serial killer, that's not him at all. Again, you can see Simon Bailey, Don't Cry. It's blonde toast, plain clothes lover, not true detective for details. And a very good film, The Final Gal, rich boys hunting young girls for blood sport. Castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates. So, their high royal blue crime, New Year's Day find, September blue murder. Certainly not mine. See Prince Harry, the spare for details. And that one's got 22 on it. And it really is a 22-year catch-22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. And I'll certainly set you up as a red car, Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B. To get you done in or boxed up, locked up, throw away the key, but all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder. And certainly not mine, that one's got 71 on it, but also 17. And certainly not me leaving the body of a 17-year-old sex trafficked gal on the Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. That one's got 23 on it. But certainly no mad, deranged, insane, demon possessed, Jekyll and Hyde, number 21 or number 23. Serial killer here, no Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station. Mountain bike rapist, again I was on a woman's black Dutchy bike, not a mountain bike. But all mixed into the black shroud of Sandringham. And again the old classic film, The Limping Man. The Limping Man was an assassin. His walking stick was a gun. Certainly will pay to make you disappear. And plenty of hosts for the hungry, bloodthirsty beasts in high places, and the beast is taller. So, no Black Panther, Puma, Jaguar, Cougar, serial killer here. Africa, Diss, Norwich and Sandringham. Simon Bailey, Don't Cry, his blonde host, plain clothes lover, not true detective. And they certainly are some vans you will not want to disappear in the back of. Cruise on my frame fixed tail in Diss, Norwich, Safewold, North Norfolk coast, Derbyshire and the Lake District. Again, a very good film, The Final Gal, rich boys hunting young girls for blood sport. Their high royal blue crime, New Year's Day find, September blue murder, certainly not mine. Anyhow, God bless, take care.